Okay, ladies, thank you very much and welcome to the Women in Digital Business program. And this is the Foundations program on digital skills. And I'm very happy that you are able to join this evening. This is a program that is fully funded by the International Labour Organization, ILO, and Microsoft. And I am your lead facilitator, Lillian Macharia, and welcome to the session. Now, today we will be looking at Block 5. Block 5 is the block where we are able to put together all that we have been learning since Block 1, so that now we put it together in one document that now we can use as a masterpiece to be able to roll out or to implement our digital transformation strategy. So how has the journey been so far? Who has something their business is celebrating? What is your business? Sorry, it is not what you're celebrating today. What is your business celebrating today? Are you celebrating something as a result of the classes that we have taken, selling online, adapting business processes? Anybody has something that they are celebrating? Put up your hand so that we can you can share with us. Hello, Tabitha. Thank you. Hello, Lily. Welcome. Uh-huh. Who is celebrating something in their business as a result of going through this program? Allah. There is no celebration. Can you people hear me? I sound like I'm starting to think I'm might not be able to. You might not be hearing me.
Lillian,
Lily, you can hear me. Okay, thank you, thank you. All right, Lily, your hand is up. Tell us, share with us what your business is celebrating today.
I'm celebrating an LPO for some printing work, and that's very good progress for me.
Oh wow, congratulations, congratulations, and we wish you all the
Mm,
best. May that
thank
business be successful and may you be paid on time. Any,
better.
we pray for that because nowadays even private sector are delaying payments. But
Yeah.
all the best in as you execute that. Anybody else celebrating something for their business? hmm Okay. So what progress have you made so far? And maybe we can do that as we recap what we have covered in the program so far. At the beginning, I saw that Elimu TV. Please tell us your name, introduce yourself, unmute yourself, tell us your name. You've come in as Elimu TV. Tell us your name, please.
hello, my name is Jane Mudiga,
Welcome,
and I'm
Jane.
happy to be part of this session.
Oh, welcome. You have come in at the right time, and we hope you will share with us a lot since you run a digital business. Okay, so in block 1, we looked at why digitize, and we looked at the differences between digitization and digitalization, where we saw that digitization is where you transform something that you had in an analog format, like say invoicing. If you're doing your invoicing using a paper invoice, now you put it in digital format. That is what is digitization. Then digitalization is where you now completely transfer a process in your business into an online process. So let's say you transfer something like emailing. Before you used to do them completely analog, you had to go in and key in and type for each person that you're sending an email to. Now you come up with an email management system that you're able to broadcast emails, you're able to schedule them. So once you go in and key what you want, you can schedule emails all the way out, maybe up to 6 months. That is digitalization, when you automate a process. Then digital transformation of a business is said to take place when the business has automated all its processes. That means from customer acquisition, you have automated that process. Then sales fulfillment, you've automated the process. The customer comes online, they're able to view your catalog online, they are able to invoice online, and they're able to make their payment online. So that whole customer fulfillment process, you have automated it. Then after they've placed the order, you have automated even the delivery of the product. So once the customer comes to your system or to your website, they're able to do all the functions, all the interaction that they need to do with your business, from the point of being aware of what you sell to the point of them receiving what they have bought from your business. All of it has been automated. That is when a business is said to have transformed to 100% digital transformation. An example of a fully digitally transformed business is Uber. I am sure all of us here at one point or the other, we have used Uber to move us from point A to point B. We have no idea where the Uber offices are in Kenya. We don't even know where Uber is headquartered around the world. You never went to any office to sign up to become an Uber customer. You were just aware of Uber. You do everything online, from hailing the cab to making the payment. You do it online. That is a digitally transformed business. Then in module 2, we looked at creating an online presence. What does that mean? It's meant now you start creating, or you start being visible on social media and on a website if you have one. Or if you don't have a website, on you create a simple one pager, a landing page that is the face of your business online. So when we looked at social media, we looked at the different types of social media, and so that you can be able to choose the right social media for your business, because there are different things you consider when you're deciding which social media to choose to grow your business. It can be based on the type of product or service that you're selling. It can also be based on the demographics of the customers that you're serving. So because of that, you choose the right social media. And we said you choose, if you're completely new in the social media space, choose maybe 3 to start off. If you've been there for some time, there are some places within the social media space where you've already become good at, then you can add others. But don't go and try to be in all social media spaces at the same time. You will spread yourself too thin. You will not have impact in any of them. You'd rather have a few where you create good impact in terms of awareness of your product, as opposed to having many and then you're having very little. You're having some hit and run incidences when you go to those social media, because there's too many for you to manage. Then if you have your website, keep your website updated. Use your website to communicate about your product, giving descriptions of the products that you sell. If it is just a landing page, ensure it is a landing page that at least communicates what kind of business you are, and also a landing page that can be able to harvest customers' contact information, their name, their telephone numbers, their email addresses, because you will need this contact information for you to continue engaging the customers until they buy your products. Then we looked at module 3, and this was about selling online. Once you create an online presence, the next thing you need to do is to ensure that you are now selling your product online. So just like choosing the social media to be in, you can choose the social media that you want to sell in. And like I mentioned, social media platforms, when they were being built, they were not built for selling per se. And therefore, because of that, they have some limitations when you're doing business on those platforms. For instance, when you're doing business on Facebook, Facebook is very good because it gives you the leeway to post pictures, to put descriptions of your pictures, of your products there, etc. But now, once a customer makes a buying decision and they want to actually buy the product, now Facebook, being a social media platform, does not have a payment gateway. So you will need to get the customer now off the social media platform to another platform to enable them to be able to make payments. Then the other place that you can also sell online is marketplaces. Marketplaces like Jumia, marketplaces like eBay, like Amazon, etc. They are very good in the sense that they have already built in all the infrastructure required for somebody to sell their products online. They allow you to show the pictures of your products. They allow customers to be able to put your product in a shopping cart. And then they also allow for payment gateways. This is different from the business website in the sense that when a customer comes to a marketplace and buys a product, let's say the product was had been put there by, say, Luna. Luna had a product, she put it in a marketplace. When the customer makes the payment is received by the marketplace, such that, for instance, if you go to Jumia today and you see a nice handbag and you want to buy it, when you make the payment, it doesn't go directly to the business owner selling the handbag. The money goes to Jumia, and Jumia holds that money for some time to ensure that the product gets delivered to the customer. Now, on the business website is where now you as a business owner have come up with a website where you're able to trade and do your businesses online. It is very good because you are in control of all the information that you want to display about your products and services. Once the customer makes the payment, they make it directly to you. However, it is expensive to start at the beginning. So you can start with social media. Then once you have mastered how to sell on social media, you now go and list your products in a marketplace. Then as your business grows, you come up now with an e-commerce website. That means it's a website that facilitates online trading. Then in block 3, we also looked at the sales funnel, where we saw that you need to create awareness of what it is you do. Then you need to catch the interest or the attention of the customer. Then after you catch the attention of the customer, you need to convince them or to continue nurturing the relationship until the customer makes a decision to buy from you. Then once they make a decision to buy from you, the sales funnel ends or is completed when the customer takes the actual action to complete the sale. Because there are many times people take their prospects through the funnel all the way from awareness creation to arousing interest and then to decision. The customer comes to your website or the customer goes to your Jumia site and they even place their products in the shopping cart. But after that, the sale is never complete until money has exchanged hands. Things that I have filled in a shopping cart on Jumia, for as long as I don't go to check out and pay, that is a dropped sale. So after you get them to the decision where now they are browsing your products with the intention to buy, you need to still continue nurturing the relationship until they make a decision. They take the action, to make the payment. Then we also looked at what to consider when setting up an e-commerce store. This, for businesses at the level that we are at, maybe we might not be able to set up e-commerce stores at the moment, but it is something that you should have at the back of your mind, because having an e-commerce store means you're in control of the entire customer journey, because the customer comes to your site and the customer exits your side when they have paid directly to you. Then after that, we went to block 4, where we looked at adapting other business practices to support your digital business. And one of the business practices we looked at is receiving orders and collecting payments. When you receive orders, how does that happen? Do you get a prompt on your end when a customer places an order, maybe on social media, or when a customer places an order on Jumia, or when a customer places an order on your business website? Do you receive prompts? Then once you receive prompts, how is your payment gateway connected with the order taking system, such that immediately they place the goods in the shopping cart, they go to checkout, and at checkout they have the payment options there to choose from. Maybe you have PayPal, you have M-Pesa, and so many other options depending on whether you're trading locally or you're trading internationally. Then the other thing we looked at is shipping and delivering goods. How do you handle your goods? Handling, we saw that it is what you do to your goods, the kind of packing that you do to your goods to ensure, one, when they are received by the customer, they're not damaged. So you handle them well, you wrap them well. If they're fragile, you put them with enough bubble wrap or the cotton chippings, and to ensure that they get to the customer when they are in the right shape. Then another thing to consider during handling is, do you want the handling material to be branded with your business name? I have seen even small businesses come up with simple shopping bags that are branded, such that when you buy the product, as you take it home, even if it is a handbag you bought, or a pair of shoes, or a dress, you went with a shopping bag that was branded. So for a few days you will still be seeing that name hovering around in your house. So it creates the brand awareness. So when you're handling your products to prepare them for shipping, are you just doing them to ensure the goods don't get damaged? Or are you also ensuring that you're branding yourself as you're moving around in the truck? The name of your business is visible. Then once you do the handling of the products, how do you ship them? Do you ship them using your own delivery trucks? Do you come up with partnerships between you and a shipping company to ensure that the goods are delivered to the customers within the shortest time possible? Do you have an agreement or a partnership with a motorbike rider who does deliveries for you in places where the distance is not too far? So those are the 4 blocks that we looked at. 1, to create awareness on why we need to digitize. Then 2, to create an understanding of how to put our presence out on social media. Don't spread yourself too thin. Don't be seen everywhere, but everywhere where you're being seen, you're having very little impact because you post once every 3 weeks. It doesn't make sense. Then number 3 is how, once we have the presence online, how do we now make that presence start to bring business for us? So that is selling online. Then what other things we need to incorporate in order to ensure that we are servicing our customers and doing it right? Any questions still there? Okay, then let's look at what is the agenda for today. Today, for once, we only have one agenda, and that is putting it all together. And this is developing a digital transformation strategy. How are you going to do it? For those who have gotten to module 5, I don't know, let me see who's here. I see Priscilla. Priscilla, I see you. Have you gotten to, are you at module 4 or at module 5? Priscilla, can you hear us? Okay. All right. Anyway, now this is a time where I want people to be unmuting themselves, because this is where, like I said, you are to bring the tasks that you answered with you so that we will critique each of the tasks as you answered them. So for those who have done task number 1, how many questions did you answer no? How many questions did you answer no? Anybody want to share? There's nobody who has done task 1 in all the people who are present here. Shalom, you had said you have done some of the tasks. Do you have your results for task 1? Because the task 1 was the easiest. It was just a yes no questionnaire.
Yes, I've just opened the questionnaire right now.
All right.
1, 2, 3. 9 were no.
9 were no. So how many did you have yes?
4.
4. Okay. So the next question is, of these no's, have you managed to turn any of them into a yes? Like, say, if one of the no's you had is you've never run ads. Have you ever run ads for your business? Maybe you had said no. So in between, since the time you answered those questions, is there any of the no's that you have converted to a yes? And anybody else can be answering also, as even Shalom is answering.
That is what, I think the 2 that I turned into yes.
Okay, that's good progress.
So the first one was I clearly communicate the shipping time and cost of the website or marketplace. Then that I did turn into a yes. Then what else? Yeah, I use paid messenger applications to communicate with clients and promote my products or services. Example, WhatsApp business. I also turned that into a yes.
Oh, wow. That's nice. That's good progress that you have made. Anybody else of those who did module 1 task who has an answer? Hey, I'm seeing here people are not watu wamenyamaza too, and they are present. Priscilla, are you with us? Can you hear us? And Tabitha, have you been able to undertake any of the tasks? Madam Tabitha, and yes, Luna, I'm seeing you had unmuted yourself. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying that yes, I did. I'm trying to look for that task.
Oh, you okay? You did it, but okay, sawa. As soon as you get it, you can be able to share with us. And of the tasks, which ones are you planning to convert into a yes? Which of the no's are you planning to convert into a yes by December 31st? I know there's some people who said they'll come up with a website by then. So they had ticked they don't have a website. Now they are working on a website. And who would like to say something about those tasks? Have you ever run ads? And if you've never, do you intend to at least run one ad either on social media or on messenger spaces to promote your products? Or if you don't have a website, do you plan on getting a website by the end of the year, this year, 2021? Anybody? Because like I said, these answers, we didn't just answer them for the sake of answering. We answered so that we get to know where we are at, and then we answered so that we can improve. Yes, Lily, your hand is up.
I have a website, but I've never used it. I've never put anything on it. So I'm planning to put pictures of the products that I do, and hopefully by the end of the year, I'll have something. I'll run an ad. Yeah.
Okay. Wow, that's
Yes.
nice.
On something, but I have a website, but I've never done anything.
You've never done anything to it, so it is a high time in this last quarter you actualize that, make your website live with products and information and contact information for you, and then like you're saying, run one ad and see how it goes. Anybody else who would like to say something, would like to comment also on what they want to do before the end of the year? Naonekana mumenyamaza sana. Let's look at module 2, where we were looking at creating an online presence. And the first thing was social media. And in how many social media spaces are you operating in as a business? What do I mean by that? You could be having a social media account that is not a business page per se. It has your name, but you use it for business. So you are posting what you do, you're posting posters on products or services that you're selling, you're posting your rate card for the services that you offer, etc. So how many social media spaces are you operating in? Let's hear from who? Rose, how many social media spaces are you operating in?
Three: Facebook,
Uh-huh.
Instagram, and LinkedIn.
Okay. Oh, that's nice. And what do you do in those spaces?
Okay, I actually created them a while ago, like some 2 years ago, but they weren't active until this year after going through the content and I got an idea of what to do. So the information that is out there is what we offer, and I also do weekly content on general information, basically educational posters also. Yeah, and yeah, I'd say that.
Okay, okay, that's very nice. Keep be consistent. Keep creating different scenarios for posting a poll, a question. At times you put in a controversial statement just to trigger a discussion. Uh, then you can also do content and infomercial posting where you educate people on the benefits of what it is you sell, etc. Just be creative in how you post so that not all your posts are about selling a product. At times, some of the posts are to make people know, like, and trust you. Other posts are to educate people, because when you reduce their ignorance on the product, then they are more likely to make a buying decision because they are aware of what the product can do for them. Anybody else? Yes, Madam Luna. In which social media spaces are you operating in for your business?
LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram.
LinkedIn, Facebook on it. Okay, okay, that's nice. So what are you doing in those spaces? And are you doing different things, say, in LinkedIn, vis-a-vis Instagram?
Yes, Instagram, I mainly do live,
Mm-hmm.
just a 30 minutes live on live questions that
Uh-huh.
people have on and the LinkedIn is connected to the Facebook. So
Oh, wow. So when you post on Facebook, it automatically posts on LinkedIn.
LinkedIn.
Okay.
Not LinkedIn, but on
On IG.
yes.
Okay,
Uh,
okay.
IG is mainly I mainly talk about
Mm-hmm.
is what I find interesting in our world in terms of what we do, psychotherapy issues, assessment issues.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Once I have put a poll,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Okay, perfect, perfect. I see Tabitha. Tabitha is saying she's not able to talk, but she says I have an Instagram page for selling and marketing my cakes, and I've posted pictures of cakes that I have made. Fantastic, fantastic. You will be shocked how many people buy products as a result of seeing them on Instagram, especially the ones that are media based, like TikTok and Facebook. All right. Yes, Jane Muthiga, you have something. How many social media in how many social media spaces are you? Is Jane here? Well, it looks like she's not there. So, for those who have social media posting, spaces and presence, have you been posting consistently? Are you a hit and run? Do you operate some sniper moves? Now you're there, now you're not. Or do you at least purpose to have something posted across the different social medias, at least on a weekly basis? How are we doing? I know even myself. There are times I am consistent, then there are times I just am not very good. Yes, Rose, you've raised your hand. Let's hear. Share with us.
I wouldn't say I am consistent,
Mm-hmm.
but right now I have a strategy. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
already identified on what days I'm going to be posting, how
Perfect. Uh-huh.
frequent, and what kind of content I'm going to be creating, and
Mm-hmm.
what to what social media account.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have a strategy now
Mm-hmm.
to me okay, like to make sure that I just don't post once and then disappear. So
Oh.
to keep me on
Mm-hmm.
track,
Mm-hmm.
I have how many times I'm going to be posting, on what days,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
what on this particular day is what goes on this day, and
Mm-hmm.
what goes on the other day. Yeah, and how frequent is it per week? Yeah, like that. So
Mm-hmm.
now my twice a week.
You're starting off twice a week. You broke off a bit there, Rose.
Yeah, so I'm starting out with twice a week,
Mm-hmm.
Tuesdays and Fridays.
Mm-hmm.
And because mine is more of a service, I'm not selling goods, it's a
Uh-huh.
service.
Uh-huh.
And the service that I'm offering is a common thing, but I'm trying to do it with a different approach.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to educate people about my approach so that they'll be able to understand why
Mm-hmm.
not go the other way and my way. So on Tuesdays, I decided that I'll be doing uh, think about this series kind of
Mm-hmm.
thing,
Mm-hmm.
where I invite people to think about existing problems and how what I am offering go to.
Mm-hmm.
And then on Fridays, I can be creating just normal content like what projects are ongoing behind the scenes. Yeah, completed projects. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Wow. Fantastic. And I say may you be dedicated to that strategy, because you seem to have come up with a good strategy. May you be dedicated and actualize it as you have planned. So for those, Luna, would you like to share with us? Last week you had mentioned something about the impact your social media posts have been having on your business, and anybody else who has something that they want to share about how their business has been impacted since they became more intentional on posting.
For me, LinkedIn has gotten more traction.
Mm-hmm.
I have more people wanting to connect. And since our business is more referral based,
Yes.
then it means I'm getting to have more people know what we do.
Mm-hmm.
Today alone, I had I think almost 5 people asking to connect. One of them was my former student
Mm-hmm.
who told me they have looked for me for a very long time and they would like us to talk business.
Oh wow, that's nice.
So
That's nice.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. So for me, that I didn't know LinkedIn had much potential.
Mm-hmm.
Now, yeah.
Okay, so continue being consistent on LinkedIn and supporting it with Facebook and Instagram, and I'm sure you will see a lot of progress. Anybody else wants to comment on their social media before we move to the website? Rose, is that the hand you had put up earlier, or it's the same? It's a new hand you've raised.
No, 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 it's not a new one. The one I placed on earlier on.
Okay, sawa. So how many of us have a website? Let's see, get to the chat and say yes if you have a website. Okay, Luna, you raised your hand to say you have a website?
Yes.
Oh, good. How much business have you generated from the website or enquiries?
Okay. My website is connected to my WhatsApp. It sends a message to my WhatsApp.
Mm-hmm.
So people who are inquiring about our services, I get instant alerts.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so there are those who actually book through there.
Mm-hmm.
There are those who inquire about what we do from there.
Mm-hmm.
So that is how it works.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, I see Lily has said yes, I have, but it has no content. Make sure you have told us, and we are about 7, 8 people here, that you're going to have a website by the end of the year. We will hold you to account, and the website should be up and running with images and descriptions and all the others. Hey, so yes, Lily had said, those of us who have not said yes. Rose, you say, I don't have a website. Do you intend to have one in the next 6 months? Rose, are you gonna be able to get a website in the next 6 months for your business, or you first want to capitalize on social media?
Yeah, I want to capitalize first on social media
Mm-hmm.
so that, because I realize again, and considering it's a service, I
Mm-hmm.
need to have something that I can also put on website, completed projects, partners.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I think in the meantime, I can just work with social media. And
Mm-hmm.
then when I have sufficient information for a website, then I can
Mm-hmm.
transition to create my, yeah.
Oh, okay, fantastic. Hey, then in module 2, we also looked at advertising, online advertising, digital advertising, and also on branding. So, when it comes to digital advertising, how many of us have ever placed an ad online? It could be Google AdWords, it could be Facebook ads, it could be LinkedIn ads, whatever. How many? Atakama, it didn't do well. How many have ever placed an ad online? Let's see. In the chat, you can say I have. can give an example of myself. I have placed ads a couple of times. They didn't do well because I think I was using my own limited knowledge on ads and analytics and SEO, etc. So moving forward, I want to, for some time, run my ads through a qualified digital marketer so that I can see the impact. Then I will measure to see whether there is good ROI, whether it makes sense for me to have an expert doing it for me. If it makes sense, then I will continue. If it doesn't, I will rethink the strategy. So, how many of us have ever done some ads, some online ads? Or how do we normally market ourselves apart from referral? How do we market ourselves? Terry, welcome. I see you have joined us. Welcome. Since no one has said that they have in the chat. Oh, Lily has said, I have placed an ad on WhatsApp groups. Aha, how did that work? Was it a paid ad in the group or is it just the regular posts that we post in WhatsApp groups? Lily, you'd want to share what kind of WhatsApp ad is this that you placed and what was the impact of the ad?
I had placed an ad on several WhatsApp group when I was selling some items that imported, and it did very well that day.
Oh, wow, that's nice.
It did very well. I sold items. I sold half the items I'd advertised, but I've never followed through on doing it again.
Oh, why? If it did well, why did you do not, the goose that lays the golden eggs, you keep feeding it so that it can lay more golden eggs.
I was trying it out, but I've never followed it up. I think I should.
You should revisit that, yes, and see whether the impact is there. So another way that we market ourselves is through proper branding. Remember, I said even when you're handling your products, when you're packaging your products and sending them out to your customers, do you just put them in a random brown carton that has no name? There's no difference between you and all the other wacko business people out there, or does your carton come branded? I bought a book last month in August from somebody who had had a very good webinar about public speaking, and in the process they mentioned their book and that we could buy the book and they will send it to us. Now they shipped it to me. The book had been put in a white envelope, all right, but at the bottom there he had printed labels that had the logo and the business name, so he was sticking them on that envelope. So at times maybe you don't have money to go and print many envelopes, because when you're doing printing it's cheaper when you do them in large numbers. Maybe you don't have that kind of money, but you can do what this gentleman did: get regular envelopes, then put a sticker, a label that has been printed offsite with your brand colors, your business name, etc., so that people start taking you more seriously than if you just got the book. Then, because we were all paying via a till number, they were able to pick our names, or rather the author was able to pick your name, write your name there in a very good quote or statement. Like mine, I think, said something that inspiration comes from turning the pages of a book or something. Do something when you're handling your product so that by the time it gets to the end user is wowed. And when you wow customers, they are very likely to do business with you again and again. So my first question is, do you have a logo, and what does it communicate? Do you have a logo? What does it communicate? And what are your brand colors, and what do they also mean? And when we were going through this module, I gave the example of my logo, which is at the top left hand side of the screen, and it says my company is called High Achievers Institute of Professionals, and it has the color green and red, and the logo is a globe, shows that, and the globe is in green color. This is to indicate that there are opportunities around the globe for my business. And then the red color that has the acronym for my business name shows the passion through which we go out into the marketplace to talk about ourselves, to deliver our services to people. We do it with a lot of passion. That is why the acronym is spread out across the globe at the top there. That is how I define and explain my brand and my colors. For those of us that have logos, what is it that your logos, what do your logos speak to? What do the colors mean? Anybody would want to share? You can raise up your hand. Let me see. For those who have websites, Luna, you said you have a website. What are your colors on the website, and what do they mean? Madam Luna, are you there? Or anybody else who has come up or has an idea of what their logo. Maybe you don't have your logo done out yet, but
I'm
you
here.
have an idea. Yes, Luna, go ahead.
Okay, and my phone is about to die.
Oh, sorry.
I'm known as Blossom. So Blossom is just written as Blossom, but in a very artistic way, with the first B looking like it's glowing. So it has dots that are shining just to show that we blossom, or we help people blossom. So our colors are hot pink, which is very bright, and for me, brightness just brings light to the heart. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Fantastic. Anybody else with a brand?
Yes, I can share.
Sure, go ahead.
First of all, let me talk about the marketing online. I had raised my hand.
Oh, sorry, I
And
didn't see it. Oh,
yeah, I
Madam
wanted to
Luna.
comment on that.
Okay, let's
And
go
so,
back. Yes.
yeah, I advertise online. I advertise on Facebook and also on WhatsApp. And I actually do that a lot.
Okay.
And with the positive results. And this has actually helped us not only get clients, but also increase the number of people on my WhatsApp, on my WhatsApp, and also people on my Facebook page.
Okay.
So they keep growing the pages. Now, so I do that a lot.
Okay.
Number two, about the logo, our logo is, it talks about Elimo TV, so it is explicit. From the logo, you know the product. And then our colors are purple, gold, and white. Purple is loyal. We want to tell our clients that we are loyal to our viewers, and gold is something precious. So our content is educational, and education is quite precious. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Fantastic. It's good that you people are able to explain what you're branding, what informed the colors, etc. Because when you speak it often, it becomes the way you do your business, the colors and what they represent in your business. Luna talks about bringing light, and Jane was talking about education being precious, and that therefore the gold color. When you continue speaking about your brand, you start living out the values that that brand espouses. So in module 3, we talked about social media selling, and the first thing I would like to ask is, do you sell on social media networks? If yes, which ones? And then, if you do sell on those networks, have you encountered any challenges? Have you encountered any challenges? Maybe there are customers who came and showed a lot of interest, but when you tried to reach out to them to give them maybe a payment method, they went cold on you. What challenges have you encountered? For me, I cannot say much about social media because the ads I've run have not yielded a lot. However, the regular posts that I put out on social media have brought people into my inbox inquiring about what I do. And as a result of that, I've been able to get business from just regular posting. So even if you're not running ads, ensure that you're posting on a regular basis so that your prospects get to see you several times, and you're putting out content that makes sense to your prospective target audience, so that when you speak to their needs, when you speak to their challenges, when you speak to their pain point, then they will be encouraged to pay. Now, for me, I have not on social media, I do not do direct selling there. So if you encounter my posts on social media, then we take the conversation off social media. We either take it onto email, or we take it onto WhatsApp, or we take it onto Messenger, and then from there now we are able to proceed with the sale. So I have not encountered challenges of customers asking why they need to pay like this or like that on social media. So unless somebody has a different experience on selling on selling on social media, and maybe especially if you have tried to sell on social media and encountered challenges, would like to hear from you what the challenges were, and also you could also advise us on what you did to surmount those challenges. Anybody want to share something? Hmm. Well, you people are so quiet. I'm starting to get worried that you are not implementing the lessons learned. Hmm? Then,
Hello.
yes, go ahead.
Yeah, as I said, most of our posting, most of our advertising is actually educational related.
Uh-huh.
And one of the biggest challenge that we actually faced
Mm-hmm.
over COVID time, we had a lot to do on WhatsApp. Actually, we were teaching on WhatsApp.
Uh-huh. Oh, wow.
And
Uh-huh.
the biggest challenge that we faced was, you know, people joining the groups with bad intentions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bad intentions. Like, we have students in the groups. We want to do education. We are
Mm-hmm.
protecting these children. Then
Mm-hmm.
somebody just posts something and irrelevant, very irrelevant.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they post groups, join this group, what.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to discourage these children from joining those groups because you don't even know what kind of groups they are.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas their parents have entrusted you on for those children.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a big challenge. And what we did was we introduced online safety lessons and discussions.
Mm-hmm.
And we kept telling the children, don't just join any group. Don't just join any group. Make sure you know where you are joining.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a challenge. I'd never looked at it that way, but that could be a big challenge if you have a WhatsApp group that you're conducting business. Wow. Uh-huh. Okay. Anybody else who has encountered some challenges when trying to sell on using social media? Well, today it looks like it's all crickets. Nobody is talking. Who has ever sold on placed products for sale on online marketplaces or have sold products directly off their website? So if you're on online marketplaces, what are the pros and cons? I know some of these online marketplaces, like even I am linked to a business that offers Airbnb, and one of the marketplaces that we list the services is booking.com. And booking.com at times delays payments for a very long time. And that is one of the cons of having the marketplace. The marketplace is good because it makes you visible to very many people because those marketplaces have already created their visibility. However, one of the cons is now how they delay payments. And at times, when you have an issue, like I had mentioned in the last module, they listen more to the customer than to you. Yet at times, it could be you, the seller, who is aggrieved. But they tend to listen and put a lot of weight on the evidence that the customers are giving as opposed to what you're trying to communicate. So that could be it. But let's hear somebody else who has ever interacted with online marketplaces and how was it for them? Anybody would like to share or even share in the chat if you're not in a place where you can speak? Oh, Terry, this is the time I'm seeing your post. You said you sell online. What kind of products or services do you sell online, Terry? Maybe you can share with us in the chat. Okay. These people whose hands are up, I am seeing Jen, your hand is up. I am seeing for Rose, your hand is up. Are they the hands you had put up earlier or not? If they are the ones you had put up earlier, you can put them down. Ama, you want to say something, Rose? Your hand is
No,
up.
I don't say
Okay.
anything.
Okay, sawa. See, lower your hand so that I'm able to
Lower.
see those ones in the queue. Mhm. Yes, Lily, your hand is up, or is it the one for last time?
No, it's for now.
All right, go ahead.
So, because I sell products,
Mm-hmm.
so when someone orders and you deliver,
Mm-hmm.
they say that this is not what I wanted, but you've already gone.
Mm-hmm.
So you see, sometimes it's hard to ask for transport
Mm-hmm.
because you've already gone,
Mm-hmm.
but they say this is not what we wanted something else. So you bring it back again.
Uh-huh.
So when it comes to the issue of finally making the sale and getting paid,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it's a challenge.
It's a challenge, especially the payment part. You might burn like you're saying, your time. You spend your time, you spend transport costs, and then when you deliver, the customer says that's not what they want. So now the loss is on your part because even if you go back with the product, there is the time you spent to get there, there is the fuel cost that you used to get there. So yeah, those are some of the things that when you're getting to pricing your products online, much as you might say, oh, maybe I don't have a physical shop, so I can sell them at with very low markups. But then there are other pros and cons of doing online business that you need to factor in when you're considering the pricing for your goods. Who has a website that sells their products? There is a lady who won in the last challenge that we had, and she does. Her name is Janet. She does African curio, African wear, and all that. Her business is called African Creative. And I went to her website. She has a very good website where she sells even to customers outside of Kenya from her website. She has managed to make her website an e-commerce site. And that is very good for people who sell products because if customers are able to come to you, and when they come to you, they are able to to make the decision when they're still on the website, and the website supports them to make a payment, etc. That is very good for your business. You're likely to convert more as opposed to customers coming to your website. Your website is very static. The only thing they are able to do is make a call to you. And when they're making a call, by the time I leave your website to take in my handset to dial in the number that you've put on the website, chances are somewhere along the line I will decide maybe I don't need this product that badly. But if you have a website that from the moment they get there, the user experience is so good, and it offers all the things that the customer needs to do in order for them to place an order and pay for it, chances are that many customers who visit your website will be buying from you. But like I said, do not let the e-commerce website overwhelm you to a point where you're not selling online. Look at the easier ways to sell online first, like social media. Hello, Elizabeth, karibu sana. And
Thank you.
you're welcome. You're welcome. Yes, then once you do that, once you're now on social media and you're doing well, then list your products on a marketplace that is ideal for the kind of products that you sell. If your kind of products are the ones that are found on Jumia, take your products there, take good images, post them there. Then as you grow your business, now you start working on a website. So don't let the fact that you're not yet ready for a website, in terms of you don't have, like what Rose said, maybe you don't have social proof, you don't have many customers to write there as customers who have done business with you and they are commending your business. If you still don't have that, do social media, do marketplace. Then when you're big enough or you're mature enough, now create your website. Don't get paralyzed by what you've not achieved. Work with what you're able to do right now and grow it. Then in the last module that we discussed last week, we looked at adapting other business policies or practices. And the first one was about receiving orders. How do you receive your orders? Like Luna has shared with us, her her website is linked to WhatsApp, such that when a customer comes and places an order or makes an inquiry, she gets an immediate prompt on her phone, and therefore she's able to respond to that. Have you done those kind of integrations for your business? Are you in a place where when a customer makes a query about your product on Facebook, you're able to get a prompt either through a message or an email or on WhatsApp that is customer X was inquiring about product X, or customer X has actually purchased product X. So how do you receive your orders? Start small. You keep growing and making the processes better. Last week I had used the example of Carrefour. They have a very good online supermarket. That is not how Carrefour started. They started with a website that was not very good. Now they keep making it better and better and better. So even you start small, start with an e-commerce website that maybe has very basic functionality, then keep improving it. And then once the customers place their orders, what payment gateways have you set up to receive your money? Because it is one thing, it's very frustrating when a customer has seen something, you took very good images, you've done very good product description, customer is wowed, customer has decided I must get this product. Then when they click on the product, they are not able to see where to make the payment. Make sure you have payment gateways, or at least you have information on social media. Immediately they see the product, you have your information on how they can go about buying the product or making the payment for the products. Make it convenient for a customer to release their money from their side to your side. If you make it too complex, customers in the 21st century are spoiled for choice. Whatever you're selling, somebody else or so many other people are selling the same thing. So ensure you're creating convenience. Don't make it too hard for customers to pay for your product. And better still, offer them multiple options. Offer for them to pay by card, offer for them to pay by M-Pesa, so that those who don't have cards can use M-Pesa. Those who are out of the country and cannot use M-Pesa, they can use their credit card, and you have linked to reputable payment gateways like PayPal or Swift for your payments, then what measures do you take to prevent fraud? How long do you keep the money, especially if you're doing it on your own website, before you release the products? Why am I saying that? Because there's a lot of fraud on the e-commerce space. Sellers release products and don't get paid. Buyers pay for products and don't receive them. So what are some of the measures you've taken? Do you have a window where you say we need to first verify that this payment process is legit? They're not using stolen credit cards. They're not it's not a case of identity theft, or maybe it was robbery with violence and the thief went away with a card. You need to look for ways, especially when now you start expanding your online business to reach people way out there, thousands of miles away from you. Look for ways to ensure that you can prevent or at least reduce the occurrence of fraud when you're doing your business. So anyone here who has a payment gateway, maybe we can hear anybody who has a payment gateway that they use when they're doing business online, or are we all M-Pesa ndani ndani ndani? Is there somebody else? Somebody, Lily, I remember last time you told us you had a bad experience with PayPal. I've never used PayPal. I use WooCommerce. The only thing is that the company that services my WooCommerce, every so often their systems are down, and it gets very frustrating when a customer is ready to pay and the system is not going through. So I have M-Pesa as an option for customers who are within the country. But at one time I had an online program I was selling, and this lady from the UK really wanted to make the payment, but WooCommerce for some reason was down. So those are some of the cons of partnering with payment gateways. But that does not mean the pros are way outweigh all the challenges that come with that. So don't shy away from doing your business online because you're afraid of the payment process. Many people are in online business. If it was that risky, the business would not be thriving the way it is. So when it comes to handling, how do you handle your products to prevent damage? And then also, when you're shipping your products, do you ship them in branded? If you're sending out cakes, I see Tabitha has already left. If you're sending out something like a cake, do you use just a, a cake box that has no branding, or do you do like what Valentine sorry, Valentine Cakes does? Their cake carton always has a label that has their beautiful, is it purple color, and their brand and their business name. Do you do it even if it's a small label that you're sticking onto the carton, or do you send out like our image there, a carton that is completely not branded? It does not, it does not make the customer go like, wow, this is beautifully wrapped. How do we normally wrap our products? Terry, you had said you sell online. When you're delivering the products, or do you sell products or do you sell services, Terry?
Hi Lillian, I sell services.
Oh, you sell services, all
Ah,
right.
sorry, products.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you're selling the products, how do you handle them? How do you pack them to send out to the customer?
I don't brand them, so I'm learning.
Or you send out in unbranded packaging.
Generic packaging and maybe what we call uhuru bags, the likes of
Uh-huh.
uhuru bag, depending, maybe a carton if it's, say, utensils.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, bottom line, I haven't been able to do branding,
Uh-huh.
but I'm learning that it's critical.
It is important, and
Yeah.
maybe you can start before you start branding the cartons or even the Uhuru bags. Can you
Mhm.
come up with stickers that you can stick,
Oh,
labels? Go get labels that have your color, because even Valentine Cake House, their cake cartons, they buy the regular cartons, they just stick a label on it, and that small action differentiates them from other people who deliver cakes. Okay.
Sure, that's a very good idea.
Oh, fantastic.
Something I would look forward to implementing.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's very nice. So, how do you deliver the products? Do you partner with shipping companies for those people who are dealing with physical products? I know there are some of us, like myself, who deal with services, but those who deal with physical products, how do you deliver them to your customer? Like Elizabeth, what do you do, by the way? What kind of business are you in? Elizabeth, are you there?
I'm a service person.
Oh, okay, you're in service. Okay. Anybody who is in products, Lily, yes, you deliver products. What kind of shipping service do you offer? Do you have a partnership with a company that delivers, a courier that delivers for you, or do you have dedicated riders who deliver your products?
I'm still very small,
Mm-hmm.
so I deliver myself.
Oh, you deliver yourself. Okay. Uh-huh.
Yes,
Are you
yes. And
looking
since
into
I'm
go ahead.
doing printing
Mm-hmm.
and promotional materials,
Mm-hmm.
most of the clients are very sensitive about that.
Mm-hmm.
So I like delivering
Mm-hmm.
so that they can pay right there.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
so you deliver, they look at the quality and then they pay.
yes.
Oh, right. Okay,
Mm,
okay.
mm, mm.
Okay, that's nice to hear. Okay. Then now my screen seems to have frozen. Okay, then let's go to the second part of adapting other business policies is what policies do you have? Do you have a policy on delivery that when customers place an order, I see there's some places they say if you place your order before noon, we will deliver it the same day within a radius of X miles or X kilometers. If you place an order after 12 p.m., then delivery is the next business day. Do you have even a basic policy that explains how you deliver so that when the customer places an order, you've already explained that they don't have extremely high expectations that they've placed the order and it is going to get to them in the next 1 hour or 1.5 hours? Then what is your payment policy? Do you take money before delivery? Do you get money at delivery? And have you explained that to your customers when they come to your social media spaces? Are they able to see this information? Because some of this information, it is bad when a customer gets shocked at something, and the reason why they're getting shocked is because you didn't provide the information upfront. So what kind of policies do you have? When it comes to returning products, what is your return policy? Is it 100% no return or 100% but with a 50% refund when you bring back the goods? And for damaged goods, when goods upon shipping arrive damaged, what is your policy about that? Do you ship out another consignment, or what do you do? Or do you refund the customer their money? You need to have these policies. Like I said, start small, go online. And the good thing about the internet right now, whatever questions you want to ask, somebody previously had already asked the question and answers have been generated for that question. So you can go in different places and look at samples or templates for developing a delivery policy, a payment policy, etc. Then you come and customize those templates to suit who you are, the uniqueness of your business, and then have those policies available for the customers to look at. So, anybody with any policies in place, or as we all act, we do faith-based businesses. We go out be there by faith that everything will be okay. No customer will want to run away with my money. No goods will get damaged in transit, etc. Hey, let's see. Elimu TV and Rose have put up their hands. Are these hands you've just put up? Because I know, Rose, you had put your hand down. Let's hear Elimu TV first and then Rose. Jane from Elimu. Jane, was your hand up, or did it just, is it the one that was there before? And Rose, is your hand up a second time? Okay, it looks like both of them.
Yes,
Your hand is up. Okay, go ahead, Rose.
okay. Mine is a service, so there is no um, delivery policies and that kind. But I do have a payment policy, or rather, I'd say. So I am in the construction industry. So at the point of committing to do a project, there's an agreement that you have to pay 20 to 30% upfront. So after doing a quotation of everything that you're supposed to do, we agree that you have to pay this 20 to 30% as a commitment fee, right? And then uh, we also agree that 30 to 40% of the remaining amount is going to be paid halfway. Yeah. And then
Okay.
the remaining amount now will be paid after the final inspection, because now the things that, okay, the things that need to be catered for at the start, like say materials, labor, permits, yeah. So it has to, you have to commit to that, because I can't go out of my way to get the materials, to get the permits for you. The job is yours, but again, uh, uh, you have to make a commitment. So the procedure begins, or rather the project begins. Yeah.
Okay. Wow, that's a detailed payment policy. It's good. And then is it a payment policy that is available at the beginning when the customer start interacting with you, or do you produce it later when the customer, you've already started the journey?
No. Later on, because again, at the moment, I'm offering free consultancies. Like, if you're interested in any of our services, uh, we can take you through a free service at the beginning, like tell you what it is going to cost, do a breakdown of everything, give you a plan, just a basic plan. So at this point, we just do it for free. And now at the point of implement that you're giving us now the project, that is now where we require you to commit before the project begins. But before then, anything that you might need as a guide to starting your project,
Uh-huh.
then we at no cost. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, good to hear. Good to hear. But at least you have a policy in place, so you produce it as and when is the right time to produce it. Okay, so we have come this far, ladies, and it's time for a celebration because we have gone through the 5 modules, and it has been an exciting journey. Some people uh, got through to them, and they are a few steps back. However, what I would urge you is continue with the tasks. um, Make sure that you do them and you keep improving on the responses that you had the first time. If they were asking whether you're on social media, and the first answer you gave at the beginning was that no, you're not on social media, then ensure that you give yourself a timeline when to create your social media presence, and you keep going at it like that until you start selling online and you start integrating other systems to support your online business. If you're a service based business, integrate your online systems to ensure that now you can receive payments, to ensure that you can be able to deliver to the customer. Ensure that you get all those systems and practices in place. So, what are the next digital transformation steps for your business? Are you planning, those without websites, are you planning to have websites? Those with websites, are you planning to move them from being a static information-based website to be a website where you're doing and conducting digital business? And if it is a digital business website already, how many other service providers have you partnered with? Who are your shipping partners, so that when the customer comes, they are able to see that the product will be delivered by this service provider. For example, if you pay something on Jumia, they let you know that your shipping charges will be X amount. And like for all the times I've placed orders on Jumia, they tell me that the delivery will be done by G4S. So from the get-go, they have provided me with the information, and G4S being reliable, I am confident, and I trust the process, and I go ahead and make an order. So what are some of the steps that you want to take for your business in the next 4 months? We are only 4 months to January 2025. What are some of the steps you would want to take for your business in the spirit of transforming it into a digital business? I would like to hear from a few people as we close. I am seeing somebody joined us by the name Philo Prudence. Had seen another one pop up when I was talking on Esther. Yes, Karibuni, welcome, welcome, and hope that you will be able to catch up with what we are discussing. So anybody wants to tell us what steps they want to take in the next 4 months? Anybody want to share with us? Who's here? Who has been here before? Shalom, you had already spoken. Priscilla, are you in a position to talk? Because I've been trying to call you to prompt you, and you're not speaking. And if you cannot speak, can you put your comments in the chat on what it is you want to do for your business? Priscilla? Okay, well, she looks like she's not here. Okay, go ahead. Who is this? Hello. Yes. No, not Philo. Somebody is talking. Yes, Terry, it's you.
I had unmuted to speak, but I thought I had someone else speaking. So I have two businesses, and they both have websites. I had you speak. It's my first time here. Actually, my husband forwarded this to me, and I was having dinner. I don't know he got it. I've not even asked him. Then I joined because I was coming straight from another meeting.
Okay.
So yeah, I would like to learn more, maybe later from you, what all this has been about. But for the time I've been here, it's been very useful. Now back to the question about the next 4 months.
Yes.
My plan is I realize I haven't utilized my websites well. So my plan is to market my website through social media. Like today, I put an ad somewhere for Facebook on a certain group. You pay in that group and put your product there. And I can't believe I forgot to tag my website. So this is an eye opener that every time I should tag my website. And also for every paid ad, I'm going to put my paid or unpaid ad. I'm going to put links to my websites on that. So I really want to market say vibrantly through my website because it is less effort. There's a day, even just on social media, I mean on website, there's a day I shared and I got someone who purchased, I think goods worth around 8,000 just on small
Wow.
things like 4 items. Yeah, and I don't know why. I don't know why I just forget to always put those links out there. So that's what I plan to do in the coming 4 months, like continually, consistently. That's the word.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Wow. Do it consistently. Remember to tag the place where after they see your ad, where they can go for the next, the customer journey. First, you create the awareness, and then from there, how do they interact with you further for you to be able to complete the sale, where now you're exchanging your goods and your services in exchange for the customer's money. All right. So Terry, you said this is your first time here. I will.
Yes.
I'll send you a text. I don't know where your husband got the link from. Maybe
Which
it was. Oh, sorry. I am here. Cause I think I'm not causing the echo. Is it me or somebody else? Okay, so Terry, yes, I will send you a text with my contact information so that you can get in touch with me about this program, because for this particular ladies who are here today is the last module we are doing with them, but this is an ongoing program, so I will get in touch with you. Okay, so it is time for a celebration. I saw Priscilla put a text in there, and it says, I hope to start my business by June 2025. I'll market through Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. And it's been a learning journey for me. Wow, wow, fantastic, Priscilla. So, like I keep saying, I have mentioned this statement severally in our webinars. Remember to focus on progress, not perfection. So even when you're coming up with your policies, don't seek to come up with a perfect policy, because you will get overwhelmed to a point where you're not able to take action. Just take progress. Take one step ahead, one foot ahead of the other, and keep soldiering on. Focus on progress, work on progress until you get better. And then now, bringing us to task 5. Task 5 is the action plan. Most of it are the things that we have discussed today. And the task 5 is a compilation of the previous tasks, especially task number 2, 3, and 4. You now compile them into an action plan. And as you can see from the image there, it has the actions you will take and also timelines, because timelines are what you will use to measure whether you're making progress. If you just say social media accounts you plan on having, then you write there, oh, Facebook, oh, TikTok, then you don't say by when you want to have them. You will not make any progress. Then how many posts do you want to have per week? So go answering all the questions, and those that have time allocation to them, make sure that you indicate the time when you'll have done it, or when you will be starting to do it. That way it now becomes a real action plan. An action plan without dates is not an action plan. It is a document with ideas that you have. Transform the ideas into actionable items by attaching time to those ideas. And then, like I said, if you need clarification, reach out to me and I'll be able to guide you. And for those questions in the action plan that do not apply to your type of business, for instance, if you're in a service business, there will be the section that will talk about handling and shipping. Clearly, that does not apply to a service-based business. Just indicate not applicable for my business and answer only those questions that are applicable for your business. If, say, you're like Rose and you say from the way you've analyzed your business, you need to first focus on social media before you get to the website. When you get to the section that talks about a website, just indicate to be considered after social media has proven successful, or something like that. So you don't have to answer a question for the sake of answering a question. It doesn't make sense for you to put something in the action plan which you are not capable of achieving. It will only frustrate you and demotivate you. So put the things you intend to do the remaining part of this year and in 2025. Then if there are other things, maybe like action plans are guidelines. Sometime later, maybe 5-6 months from now, some things you had said you're not yet ready to do, you're now ready to do them. just come and review your action plan and amend it accordingly. Maybe you had said you'd want to be in 3 social media accounts. Now you are robust enough and you want to add 2 more. Just come back and amend your action plan to match the stage you are in your business. All right, so thank you very much. And is there anybody with a question? Anybody with a question? Okay, well, okay, it seems like um, nobody seems to have a question, so I can see Lily, you're saying not for me. Anybody else? Can I amend a task? Yes, Priscilla, I have seen your question. Yes, you can. You just go back to the document and amend that task. You don't have to get stuck with something and you have grown in your business and you now see that there are different approaches to the same question. So you can always amend the task. Any other question?